Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Discussions about the nature of their discussions with the person, and they are going to recommend, they say to the court, about 5 to 7 years. The prosecution wants higher because they want them to take into consideration force and violence used in the domestic violence that was described in grave detail and, of course, seen by so many people around the world in that now infamous hotel video. And they want to take into consideration his lack of remorse. Now, meanwhile, the defense is saying, no, the range must be lower. You can't take into account the violence or the force because that was not what the jury found for the prostitution requirements. And instead, they want him at the very, very low end, which would mean, given the time he's already been in jail, even awaiting sentencing, let alone his trial, he could, if the judge says the defense is right, he could be out by the end of this year. That's the range we're talking about for this court. End of this year, Diddy free, or 11 years from now.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Guys, look like Diddy's, he's got his work cut out for him. From what I'm hearing, it's not looking too good, as I told you guys yesterday. Yeah, he's, OG, you there? It's hard for me to describe.
Man, yeah, it's looking real bleak for Puffy, talking about getting an immediate release or a low sentence.
Wait a minute. So let me stop you right there. And before you even get started, so the lie you told about the 21 months is over.
And it's no lie. He's still gonna do 21.
So you still gonna say he's still gonna do 21 months, no matter how you look at it.
The lie you told about him getting out.
Now I was rooting for him to get out.
That's it. And it wasn't a lie. It was a fabrication of your hope for all of us. We got to do better.
The fabrication of your hope is really out there bad. I would like for you to refrain from using that fabrication of hope. Really, it's nothing wrong with believing that somebody, he still can get out.
Look, bro, I didn't want to call you a liar. I just call you a romanticist. Somebody that looks on the brighter side of life when it's cloudy and gray. That's what you do. Not that it works for you, but you do it.
OG.
Not to the point.
OG, thank you. He has
the most pitiful legal team that I've ever seen to be charging millions of dollars. This morning, his legal team sent a briefing to the judge. Now, this judge, he is so questionable. And like I told you earlier, this is something that I learned in Texas, through my case in Texas, that Richard Cobb told me, hey, Cancer, we're going to get a judge that I know that'll work, that really likes me. You know what kind of judge you're getting. For them to get a judge like this that has no compassion, because he almost looked like us, and if they had got a really white man or a white lady, it would have went a whole lot different for Puffy. But since they got who they got, he's going to go to the stringence of the law because he's a subordinate, and his superiors want him to look like the bad guy. So they asked for that his sentence was out of category, that it was not even in coordination with what he was being sentenced for. The judge sent back a full letter to the defense that for everything that Sean Puffy Combs did and what he's done, he never got convicted of assault, nobody. He never got convicted of rape or none of that. But the judge included that what he did to Cassie was I could show no leniency to somebody that does something like that. So it's already sealed in. So now they go this morning to the sentencing hearing Now, for Puffy's attorney is pleading to the judge and then the prosecution, so he won't get sentenced today. He probably won't get sentenced until Monday.
Wow. So, so just in your understanding or the way you see this, you don't feel like the judge is going to bend at all. That the judge is pretty much going to really stay focused on maximizing the moment, not only for himself, but for the people to get a victory, no matter what those people said about all of this is going to be something that we can push all the way to the limit. No matter what the jurors said, no matter what, my guidelines is the maximums of what I can give this guy.
Mark Garrigo's daughter was up this morning, and she pled with the court for the years that Sean Puffy Combs has done things in the music business for people, had the donations that he's made and all the good that he's done. Do you see maximizing for one era of judgment, one time? He done all of these great things over the years. Y'all done gave him these awards and these accolades, and the judge stood there and looked at her stone face like this don't make no difference.
Yeah, he just don't care. He's not for the culture. He's not for the things that he's done in the culture. He wished the culture would just pretty much stop doing whatever they're doing and just lay dormant, is what you're telling me. If he's stone-faced, that means I don't give a damn about your culture. I don't care about you, nothing you done with your people in your community, the right to vote and all that. Suck a egg. I'm not even caring about none of that. You're going to get the maximum security. And anybody else that come in here that may look like you may get the maximum security. Is what you're telling me?
That's it. That you put it in a word, right? That I would just to say he's the Kamala Harris of law. That is a cut on another, but don't want to be black. Want to be everything else, but he does not want to attack anything of the skin color that he looks like. And he's going to make sure that for these establishment that he gave this Negro what he deserved. So now, saying that, I'm pressed to say, and I'll be very surprised that if he don't give Puffy, I think the lowest term he'll give Sean Combs is 11 years.
Because he can give him more, right?
He can give him 22.
Oh, well, he might just give him the 22. Why wouldn't, if you're going to give him 11, why not just give him the 22?
Because now he feel like he's being compassionate. To give him 22 is extreme, right?
What does it hurt?
Huh?
What does that hurt?
What does it hurt? That means doing 5 to 7 years compared to doing 18.
That's what I'm saying. What does it hurt? Just if you already don't like him and you're the judge and you can do what you want to do, because that's pretty much what we go. Why not just give him 22 and walk the hell off and say that's what I wanted to give him?
But no, that's not the American way. You know, they cut you little bits at a time. They don't just go. They don't straight out hang you anymore by the neck. They do your toes first.
You know what? But I'm gonna choose to venture out and say, with him doing that, it will be something that'll come back to bite him in a different way. With him doing it may not be by Diddy or nobody, but it'll come back. It comes back, man. It comes back. It comes back.
We want to hear all calm.
It comes back, OG. You can't go out here and do something to somebody and don't think that same little old situation ain't gonna come. You reap what you sow, OG. And if you go out here tripping and doing things to people and you know it's not right, get ready for some action.
Wait a minute. He didn't get Combs arrested. Combs got his own self arrested.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
He didn't have to be there.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I do understand that if you're just doing this despite and you don't do this to other people.
You know, he's following the law, bro. He's following the law. Any way you want to follow the law, he follows the law. He can be compassionate, as some could.
No, he don't have to be.
He follows the law. And right now, it's bigger than him. I told you before, in federal court, it's not about the crime, it's about the economics. They couldn't find a way to charge him and put a financial burden on him. Now, I think they're doing some 50,000 little vulgarious fine. But the idea is to hold him in prison long enough so they can break him economically, tear his family down. So getting out is just not enough. He has, and I venture to say, I said 21 to 24 months. I venture to say Puffy going to do at least 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Man, that's a big letdown, man. We see the people in front of the courthouse today. We see the every newscaster, they're back right at it. Guys, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Diddy is definitely looking like it's not looking good right now, Cardinal G. But y'all let me know what you think, because he could be off. I seen a comment yesterday where a person said we both off our rockers, that the man won't get the time that we were saying. So get back in the comments today. Let OG know what you think about him saying that he sees this guy getting 11-year sentence, doing about 5 years.
Say what I said about it. Meet me on Rosecrans.
And guys, if you're still watching, you guys got to check this out, man. Little Legend, man, and his teacher down in Florida, Polk County, man. This is horrible. When you see this shit, you're not gonna like what you see, man. Legend, man, keep your head up, keep your chin up. It's going down, man. 6 years old. Happy birthday, Legend. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.